Hello everyone, my name is William Hughes Duffy and this is my TED Talk, Hearing Beyond Sound, where we will be discussing supporting deaf students in the classroom and some strategies that teachers can employ to better help these students. So first off, I want us to close our eyes for a moment and now imagine you are sitting in a classroom. You see your teacher speaking passionately at the front of the room. Their lips are moving, their hands are gesturing, the class is laughing. But to you, there is no sound. You try to keep up, but the words don't come through. The bell rings, class ends. You leave with more questions than answers. Now open your eyes. For the deaf and hard of hearing students, this isn't imagination. This is a daily reality. Deafness in the classroom is often misunderstood. It's not just about hearing. It's about access, or lack of it. It's about communication barriers, social isolation, and missed opportunities to engage. But it doesn't have to be that way. As educators, we hold the key to transforming classrooms into inclusive, empowering spaces where deaf students can thrive, not just survive. Today, I want to talk about how we can hear beyond sound and truly listen to the needs of deaf students. Let's start with understanding. Understanding the diversity of deafness. First, it's important to recognize that deafness isn't a one-size-fits-all. Some students are profoundly deaf and use American Sign Language or ASL as their primary language. Others might have residual hearing and use hearing aids, such as cochlear implants. Some rely on lip reading, while others may prefer captioning. And some may identify as culturally deaf, which is more than an audiological condition. It's an identity, a community, a culture. So the question is, how do we support this diversity in a single classroom? Let's talk strategies. Strategy number 1, create a visually rich environment. Okay, what do I mean by this? Classrooms are often designed for auditory learners. Lectures, group discussions, verbal instructions. For deaf students, we need to shift our mindset and embrace the power of visual learning. Use visuals, diagrams, graphic organizers, real-time captions, write key points on the board. Use slides with minimal text and clear visuals. If you're introducing a new concept, illustrate it with photos, videos, or real-world objects. Think of your classroom like a silent film. Can the audience understand the plot without hearing the dialogue? It's kind of your goal. Strategy number 2, learn and use basic sign language. Now, no, you don't have to be fluent in ASL to make a difference. Even learning simple signs such as hello or even good job or do you understand can go a really long way. It shows effort, respect, and willingness to bridge the gap between two cultures. And trust me, students will notice. When teachers make an effort to learn a student's language, whether it's Spanish, Mandarin, German, ASL, it sends a message, you belong here. And even better for sign language, it gives more visual cues to not just the hard of hearing students, but all students. It has a visual kinesthetic element to communication that improve engagement, memory, and classroom behavior. Our third strategy is to use technology intentionally. We live in a time of powerful assistive technologies. Use them. Caption videos, a must. Okay, there's no excuse for playing a video without captions anymore. Okay, and that goes for movies, documentaries, YouTube videos. Okay, captions are a must. Microphones and sound systems help students with hearing disabilities. Okay, hearing devices. But here is a tip. Do not rely solely on the tech. Okay, check in with your students. Ask them what is working and what's not, and adjust accordingly. It is your responsibility as the educator to see visually that, well, something is not working. Maybe my student isn't paying attention, going off. That could be a visual cue that something is wrong, and you need to check in on them and make sure that things are working. Strategy number 4, partner with interpreters or specialists in your school. If your student uses an interpreter, make them part of your teaching team. Face the class when you speak. Give interpreters lesson plans in advance so they can prepare. And most importantly, when you're talking with the student, talk directly to them, not the interpreter. Also, work with your school's audiologist, if you have one, special education team, or deaf education specialists. You are not alone. Collaborate, learn, share what works. Strategy number 5, our last strategy we're going to talk about. Foster belonging and participation. One of the biggest challenges deaf students face isn't academics. It's social image. Imagine being the only deaf student in a classroom where everyone is chatting, laughing, and whispering, and you're on the outside. Encourage peer interaction. Use name signs, peer buddies, or inclusive group activities. Teach your students about deaf culture and inclusion. Normalize differences. When we create classrooms where communication isn't limited with spoken words, we open doors to deeper human communication. So what is the call for action? We'll leave you with this. Inclusion isn't a checklist, it's a mindset. It's the decision every day to ask, how may I make my classroom accessible for every student, including the ones that can't hear me? Because when we adapt our teaching, we're not only helping deaf students, we're helping all students. We're teaching empathy, visual literacy, flexible thinking, and communication in its richest forms. Deaf students aren't broken. They're not less. They simply experience the world differently than we do. As educators, learn to listen beyond sound. That's when learning truly becomes universal. Thank you.